How do you solve a problem like Maria, who's gay? I'm here to say that cats can be gay. Let's talk about gay, baby. Let's talk about LGBT. Hi everybody, how are you? I hope that you're very, very well. So, let's talk about people being gay. So, the other day I saw a video on Rowan Ellis's channel. She is an LGBTQ creator on YouTube. She did a video about TV characters who should have been gay, and I was like, oh my god, this is a great idea. So I was like, I want to do this for the theatre world. In my coming out video, I said that really I should have known that I 100% was not straight when I would watch absolutely anything ever and immediately be like, where's the gay characters? Who is gay? Who do I think is gay? Who do I want to be gay? So I have a lot of opinions and a lot of characters that immediately came to mind. So I wanted to do something similar. So these are some characters in theatre who I think are probably a bit gay. If not 100% gay, you know, somewhere on the spectrum. So for those of you who don't know me, by the way, my name is Amy. I make a lot of theatre content on YouTube, and if you like that kind of thing, then please do subscribe. If you follow me on Instagram, you would know that, you know, I've not really been working throughout the pandemic, and I've picked up every kind of arts and crafts that a human possibly can, and I've recently found a love of crocheting. So I thought for this video, I should really crochet a scarf of sexual preference. Oh, double dear. So this is Scarfy from, this bit is way too long. I should have made it like so much shorter, but whatever. This is Scarfy from A Harry Potter musical. Much like the sorting hat will sort you into, you know, your Hogwarts house, Scarfy will tell you where you fall on the spectrum. So I thought it was handy to have him around for a video where I'm, you know, telling people if they're gay or not. I have to say, I'm not going to attempt to do a Scarfy impression because I just don't have those skills. So we'll really just be here for kind of more emotional support. And I hope that's okay with you. Right. Let's talk about gay, baby. Let's talk about LGBT. Did you hear that? Right, let's start with, are they canon? So this is people who I feel as though they're gay, right? But it's kind of never been explained. So my first up is Janice Sarkeesian from Mean Girls. I feel like surely Janice is gay? But again, it's never kind of explicitly said, apart from when Regina says that the reason why she can't be friends with her anymore is because she's a lesbian. Now, I could talk for a really long time about my issues with this kind of section of the show, but I'm not going to go into it today because I feel like I could do a whole other video on it. But in the movie of Mean Girls, obviously Janice ends up with Kevin Napor. Just shake it, not stir it, I'm Kevin Napor. So that doesn't explicitly say that she isn't maybe bi or pan or something, but I'm sorry, Janice Sarkeesian just is a lesbian. She really is. And in the musical, she doesn't end up with Kevin. Again, is it canon? I don't even know. I feel like we've kind of claimed her as a lesbian, but I just wish it was confirmed. Surely she is? What do you think? Okay, next, Heather McNamara. She's gay, right? Come on. Heather McNamara, I feel like everybody gets the gay vibes from her. We all know that she is shipped so often with Veronica. She gives me those vibes of being like lost in high school. She's just ended up in the popular group. She was pretty and she was a cheerleader and she just fit into that group. But really, I feel like when Heather McNamara goes off to college, she's going to find her like real true group. I feel like the whole thing with Kurt and Ram, the date that they went on, I feel like that will have shaped her, realizing that actually she's been unhappy in high school. She's gonna go off, do some women's studies at university or college, and then she's gonna come out. And then, like 10 years down the road, she's gonna meet Veronica in a gay bar, and they're gonna be like, oh, you were gay the whole time. And Veronica's gonna be like, yeah, I was gay the whole time. Were you gay the whole time? And McNamara's like, yes, I was gay the whole time. And then they end up together and they get married. Yep, Okay, next is Jeremy and Michael Mell from Be More Chill. There is an amazing video on this on the channel Are They Gay? Great YouTube channel. I'm sure you've all watched the videos. And it really breaks down the relationship between Jeremy and Michael and all the little conversations that they have, the way that they describe each other as their favourite person. That is what a lot of gay people say when they are describing their significant other. I found my person. On a gay dating app that I'm on, it says find your person. In that video by Are They Gay, the person who has the channel did contact Joe, the writer of the show, and say, are Jeremy and Michael gay? And Joe said what he really wanted was it to be more kind of up for fan interpretation. And I know what some people might be thinking, is it queer baiting? I don't really think it is. I think that, again, Michael has like a rainbow patch that he wears, his mum's a gay, and I do think Michael Mell is definitely gay. The only person whose sexuality they kind of explicitly explain in the show is Rick, when he's like, totally bi now. And honestly, it's such a good video, you have to go and watch it, because they were discussing like how once Rick has got rid of his squip, he then realizes that he's bi. It's like once he's had this societal pressure taken off him, he's able to see who he actually is. And I really like the idea of that with Jeremy and Michael, and the fact that once Jeremy has had his squip removed and he's like, actually, now I realize that maybe I don't want to be with Christine. I love Christine and I think she's beautiful and amazing and talented because I love the theatre group, and Christine is like the head of the theatre group and she's enthusiastic and a bit weird, and that's why I love her. But really, I actually love Michael. Do you know what I mean? His love for Christine is maybe more of a platonic love, and he's just a horny teenage boy and he doesn't really know where to put that energy. But now that his squip is gone and he is free from needing to fit in with society, now he can be gay, right? Honestly, you have to watch the video. It's great. I'll leave a link to it down below. Next is Enid Hoops from Legally Blonde, our queen herself, the original feminist. She's clearly a vegan. She definitely thrifts all of her clothes. She goes to women's marches, and listen, Enid definitely had to do some learning with her feminism towards respecting Elle and like feminine women, but Enid gets there in the end. But anyway, this is by the by. Enid Hoops. Is she gay? I think so. I feel like Enid is one of those people that we just assume she is. She gives off the vibes, she cares about the planet. She's not a person who's ever had to deal with compulsory heterosexuality. She grew up in a very liberal, forward-thinking household who encouraged her to express herself, and she's gay. She's a hardcore lesbian, 100%. Right? But has it ever been confirmed? No, it hasn't. And I just think, specifically women loving women, relationships in musicals is so few and far between that really, I do think that if a show has a character that so many gay people will naturally gravitate towards and will naturally think that they are gay, I just think give them something to show some pride or show that they are part of the LGBTQ plus community. Okay, next. Beetlejuice. Now, I haven't seen Beetlejuice. I love the music. It's very sad I was supposed to see it last year. We all know. It never happened. Now the show's closed. But I was looking into what other people thought, if anyone else found any gay theatre characters, and apparently Beetlejuice is pansexual and Beetlejuice is also non-binary. I did not know this. Is this a thing that's in the show? If so, please do let me know, because I love the idea that they're non-binary and that absolutely anybody could play Beetlejuice. I just love it. I love the idea that they're pansexual. Please tell me more about this. So that's the only reason why I included this one in. As I say, I haven't seen it and I haven't watched the bootleg, so I don't know. But is that canon? Is it? Let me know. And finally, in my Is It Canon list, we have Hamilton and Lawrence. Now, apparently this is historical canon. There is also a video on Are They Gay about Hamilton and Lawrence and the actual historical letters that they wrote together that were very homoerotic, and I'm here for it. And apparently Lin-Manuel Miranda ships Lambs as well, so I'm gonna say it is canon. I'm gonna say it is. But let me know what you think. Okay, next we have I Ship It. So these are characters who are seen together, and I think that after the musical ends, they go home and do some gay shit. Okay, first up we have Mungo Jerry and Rumpelteazer from Cats. Now I know what you're thinking. Can cats be gay? I would like to say from my little guy here, he's definitely gay. So I'm here to say that cats can be gay, firstly. Secondly, there has been discussion about whether Mungo Jerry and Rumpelteazer are in fact siblings because they look pretty similar, but in my opinion, they're not. I don't think they're gay together. Well, maybe. I personally believe because in some productions of Cats, Mungo Jerry and Rumpelteazer do a mating dance together. Sometimes they're both up in Rum Tum Tugger's business. Let's be honest, who isn't? Rum Tum Tugger was definitely one of my first crushes. I get the vibe that they're bi, pan, and they are the epitome of the phrase, be gay, do crime. They're not straight. They're just not. What do you think? Do you ship it? Because I do. Mungo, Jerry and Rumpelteazer are definitely gay, la 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 la. I have to say, in Rowan's video and in the Are They Gay channel, they actually like cite specific things. They gave examples of gay undertones, and here I am just like, I just see it. Such a crap YouTuber. Right, next up we have Enjolras and the entire ABC cafe. So I wrote my list and already Enjolras was on it because I'm sorry, a man who just is styled so well and has such a control over a bunch of young students starting a revolution. I just get strong gay daddy vibes. Already Enjolras was on my list, and then I asked my friends and I was like, do you have any characters that you think are gay? And my friend Fern was like, the entire ABC cafe, but maybe it's because I spent a lot of time on Tumblr in 2012. And I was like, Fern, you're not wrong there, my pal. Because I definitely get some homoerotic vibes. You know the whole, when Marius starts fancying Cosette and all the boys are like, oh, here he comes like Don Juan. It is better than an opera. Straight men do not behave like that. They just don't. They're definitely all gay. And even if they aren't specifically out, they've all dabbled. But I'm telling you right now, Enjolras, he's gay. He is a gay daddy king. I mean, personally, I do think that everyone is a little bit gay. And I think that in my soul. I just find it really hard to believe that anybody is totally straight. I just find it hard to believe. Okay, next is Maria von Trapp from The Sound of Music. I'm telling you, this lady is a lesbian. I personally believe that Maria von Trapp is a gay queen and would end up with the Baroness or just one of the other nuns. You know, like another rogue nun who's like, actually, what are we doing? Let's run away and make clothes out of curtains. Come on. Maria von Trapp, first of all, let's talk about her hair. This is a gay look. It just is. Secondly, I know that it's based on a real story, so listen, I'm just talking about my own fantasy world, but this is what I think. Maria von Trapp, I think, grew up in a very religious household and definitely showed some gay tendencies growing up. And her parents were like, oh crap, she's definitely gay. So they sent her to the conversion therapy of the time to become a nun. She went to the nunnery. How do you solve a problem like Maria, who's gay? You can't solve a problem like Maria because she was born that way. That's who she is. So they sent her off to the nunnery and she, again, wasn't fitting in. She's a empowered woman who wants to spend time dancing in the fields. Which I have to say, is a pretty gay thing to do. All about being ethical. She's like, no, let's make our own clothes out of the curtains, children. And then it's like, oh, why would she fall in love with the captain? Why? But in all honesty, I really just don't see that. I see Maria saying, actually, I'm gonna marry this man because I think she really cared about the children, and I think that she wanted to look after the children. So she was like, how do I do this in this, what is it, the 40s? It was in the war, in this society that I'm in. Oh, I have to marry this man. But secretly, she either had a bit on the side, or like whenever he was off doing his like war stuff, she was getting with the Baroness or another girl from the nunnery who was also like, I've been sent here and I don't even believe in all of this, but my parents sent me here to make me straight. Honestly, this is all just a stream of consciousness. And my final ship is Glinda and Elphaba. Listen, I know that they have this whole thing about fighting over Fiyero, and maybe they're bi, but come on, they have sexual tension from the minute they meet, and you're telling me that at the very end of what is this feeling, you know the moment, they're right face to face, and then Elphaba's like, boo, and Glinda's like, ah! You're flirting, right? That's why they had such animosity together. They're like, oh, I'm straight. Why do I fancy this girl who's the complete opposite of me? It's just the way it happens, ladies. And I think that they both wanted to channel their confusion and come into terms with their sexuality. Oh, I'll project it all onto Fiyero, and I'll say, oh, I just fancy Fiyero. Oh my God, you fancy Fiyero too? What? Because Fiyero, listen, he looks great in his white pants. I'm not contesting that whatsoever. However, Fiyero is a bit of a douchebag. I know that he comes good in the end, but until, you know, he's a bit simple, and bless his heart, he's not the sharpest knife in the drawer. Bless him. Bless his heart. But really, the whole, because I knew you, I have been changed for good. Do you mean I realized through my relationship with you that I in fact am a woman-loving woman and I love the ladies? Because that's how I see it. Okay, now we have my final list is just people that I think are gay, but I would like it if they would make these characters more gay. And I don't even really think that there's hints of it in the shows. I just want it. So, first up, we have Bustopher Jones, another cat. Now, Bustopher Jones, in my head, is a man who came out quite late in life. I feel like he came out maybe in like his 30s, 40s, and then he fell in love with a man who also had a later coming out story, and I feel like they're gonna end up really settled. They're gonna get married very quickly because straight away they're like, you're the love of my life, I can feel it right now. They're gonna get married and live their long lives as cats together happily forever and ever. Tell me I'm wrong. Go ahead, I'll wait. Spoiler alert, I'm not wrong. Next on my list is Meg Giry from Phantom of the Opera. She's like very spunky, she's very headstrong. She really supports Christine, for example. And I'm not saying that she's like in love with Christine or whatever, but I definitely feel like she's, her and the ballet girls, you know, are gay. I think that Madame Giry, her mum, is also gay. You know, I feel like Meg Giry grew up with a gay mum because Madame Giry is definitely gay, right? She's definitely married. Who would she be married to? Like a doctor or something. And they like met in France in a bar smoking cigarettes, and they have a long loving relationship. And I think that Meg Giry was brought up in a gay household, and I think that she's very liberal and she loves the ballet girls. Okay, next on my list is Alana Beck from Dear Evan Hansen. We don't see any sexuality from Alana whatsoever, but I really think that Alana is one of those girls, again, who's going to go to college. Alana has a lot of anxiety, and I think Alana is a very misunderstood character. I see a lot of myself in Alana in the way that, like, I think that I can be really annoying, and I definitely was growing up in the way that Alana is, and I think a lot of people are just like, oh, Alana's such an annoying character. Whereas actually I do think that she is quite deep and she's going through her own things, and she is using kind of projecting things to cover up her own anxieties and social issues herself. And I feel like when she would get to college, she would join lots of different groups because she wants to make friends. And I think that she would join like the horticultural society, and she would meet a science major who was a very confident woman who would befriend Alana because she's a woman who can look past somebody having social anxiety and whatever. And they would build a friendship, and then Alana would begin to realize who she really is. She wouldn't do things just to fit in, and then she'd realize that she's gay. Tell me I'm wrong. Scarfy's like, yes, I agree. Next on my list is Mama Morton from Chicago. I mean, maybe Mama Morton should be in the Is She Canon list. I don't know. I feel like Mama Morton is definitely like a bi-pan queen. I feel like she's just attracted to people. I think she's a very sexual woman, and I think that she is a woman who is very comfortable with her sexuality and is just like, yeah, I like who I like, and that's fine. She's somebody who is not afraid to experiment. She's tried everything. She's a bit kinky. She's a bit bold in the bedroom. She uses those handcuffs to her own advantage. Now, next on my list is Bok from Wicked. Again, I asked some of my friends, and this is one that one of my friends, Peter, brought up. And so Peter and his boyfriend thought that Bok might be gay. And his whole thing with Glinda is not really that he fancies Glinda, but more that he just wants to be her. He loves how confident she is. He loves how feminine she is. And he's definitely got some of those. He's a bit. That's why he's like, oh yeah, sure, I'll go out with Nessa. And really, he never liked Nessa. We all know that, because he never really liked Glinda. He just liked her pink dress. He just liked that she was able to express herself through fashion and was able to be girly, and Bok wanted to as well. Okay, next, Anne of Cleves is gay. She's a total lesbian. I'm so sure that when she rocked up, because obviously, if you don't know, Anne of Cleves from Six and the UK monarchy, Henry VIII saw a picture of Anne of Cleves and was like, yeah, she can be my next wife. What a way to pick wives. Anne of Cleves rocks up. He's like, oh, not vibing with her. Sends her off to her own palace in Richmond. Right. I think that Anne of Cleves rocked up and he was like, oh, she's definitely a lesbian. I can't marry her because she's not interested in me. And that's why she's living her best life in a palace in Richmond. And I think that she had all of her ladies in waiting all around her, and she was just living out her best gay dreams. My final one on my list, I actually do have a lot more on this list. I don't want this video to go on forever and ever because I could talk about this forever and ever. My final one is Miss Honey from Matilda. I think that for a lot of women loving women, when they're younger, Miss Honey is a character that they just always loved. They always found a real strong admiration for Miss Honey, and it's because she's gay. She's so wonderful with the children. She's so empathetic, and I'm not saying that straight women aren't empathetic and aren't great with children. I'm obviously not saying that. She's a very strong, independent woman, and that's very attractive. And you know, Emily Bronte would have been her favorite author. She would love all the gay undertones. She lives in her cute little cottage. She's a cottagecore lesbian, 100%. Okay, that is my video. Please let me know what you think. Who are some of your gay icons from theatre? These are all characters obviously that haven't been explicitly explained as gay, unless I'm wrong, and if they are, then please do let me know. Yeah, I'd love to know what you guys think. It's all just a bit of fun, just my theories as a little baby gay who is always looking for as much representation as possible, and will find it literally in Cats from Cats. If that isn't someone telling you that we need more gay representation, I don't know what is. I'm literally looking for gay cats. Hello, Hollywood. Give me more gay stories. Anywho, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you again soon. Love you lots. Bye.